How you doing? Just adding the rest of the water to the liquor tank. When you get this fired up, you're gonna bring this water up to about 150 degrees. Just like press the thermometer here. We'll set it on alert. Over there, I'm gonna set it for 150. That's gonna take a little while. So we're going to do some other things while we're waiting for that. This is probably one of the greatest tools you can have. Okay, so it's set at 152. So we're waiting for this water to boil. Well, not boil. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. We want it to get it to about 150 degrees. We're going to steep some grains. But before we do that, I want to talk to you real quickly about sanitize. One thing you want to do is always make sure that anything that is not the boil is sanitized. So I have my trusted Star San right here. Took the cover off, I'm going to squeeze a little bit up. It's about a ½ ounce. I'm going to put it into one of my bottling pails here. I'm going to add 2.5 gallons of water to that. And I'm going to fill up a couple of jugs. Let me show you what I got here. Label everything you got. This is Star San 1, Star San 2. That's going to take care of 2 gallons of it. And then I have a couple of jugs here. They also say Star San on the side. Very, very handy to have. So you want to get these ready ahead of time. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I put my Star San in here. Make sure that your valve is off, which it is now, and we're going to put 2.5 gallons of water in here. So if you want to just hold on just for a minute, I'm going to start filling this up. Cold water is fine. So while that's doing that, let me tell you what we're going to make today. We're going to work on an IPA. I put the numbers together. We're looking at a 4% ABV. I'll fill this too fast because it'll foam up all over the place. We're looking at 4% ABV. That's alcohol percent. The IBU is going to be between 70 and 80. So this is not going to be one of your super hybrid, high-octane IPAs. IBU, just in case you don't know, stands for International Bitter Units, and that's the benchmark for IPAs. All right, so this is filling up, taking its time, because I don't want it to overflow with bubbles. I'm going to tell you what our ingredients look like today. We're going to use 4 pounds of 2-row grains, 1 pound of 10L crystal. Some people know it as caramel. The L stands for Lagavulin, which is a color standard. So it's going to bring the color up. It'll add a little bit to the fermentables, but not a heck of a lot, just because it's just that low. Also, there's going to be, it's just about ready. Okay. What I'm going to do from here, just like I said, I'm going to fill these jugs in my sprayers. We're going to also be putting in 3 pounds of light malt extract. This is known as a partial. We're almost at the 148 already. So this is a partial mash. Not really a mash because we're going to be steeping the grains. Then we got to tone down this water temperature because it's just about where we need it to be. So I've already got my sanitization fluid ready. Here's the grains that we're going to be using. I've opted for these nylon bags to handle this. Nylon bags are handy because they're reusable. The way I originally started using this stuff was with the muslin bags, which worked really, really well. The only problem is that you can't clean them. So they're disposable, you throw them out. So I'm going to transfer half of this into this bag and half into another bag. And then I'm going to put that into the water and I'm going to let those grains go for about 30 minutes. I'm going to steep those grains. What's going to happen is it's going to transfer, or it's going to transform rather, the starches into sugars. It's really an amazing transformation. Something that I thought was rather amazing. Tasting it at the beginning and then tasting it when it got to right around the 30-minute mark. Not bad, huh? I got one in there. It goes from being very pasty, bland tasting to actually very sweet. And that's where you get all your fermentables from. So we're almost got that here. Get a little bit of dust. That's not too bad. You don't want to be doing your grains, grinding your grains where you're going to be doing your brewing. It just makes too much dust, but a little bit here, it's not going to be a problem. So I'm going to drop these in because I am at 150. Actually, it's a little short. We're going to wait for that alarm to go off. Some of my apparatus that I use, I have these nice little clamps. They come in various sizes, right down to your little paper clip. I'll use this for the hops, when I put the hops in. These guys here, I'm going to use for holding the grain bags together. There you go, blooper reel. So, I should have let it keep going. Anyway, so it's right about there. I'm going to be throwing those in a second. Alright, so in the meantime, while this stuff is steeping, I really strongly suggest that you go to your refrigerator, or maybe your kegerator if you have one, and grab yourself a home brew, because that's what I'm going to do.